listening to For Change Bold Podcast, the show that shows you how to start choosing you. Today, I am joined by Mira Katyal.
Katya.
And I am so excited to have you join the podcast today. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. It's a very nice evening and lovely summer day. So I'm excited about your podcast.
Yes, I am excited too because we're going to get into some de-stress therapy, exercise. And I think a lot of us, we want that right now because after a year that we had in 2020 and, so much going on still in 2021, we need to de-stress and we need to just breathe and relax and, get back to our earth, use what we have been given, right? And enjoy what we have here on earth. So we're going to go into that. But before we go in, I'm going to ask Mira to just share a little bit about her. Share your background with us.
Well, basically, I immigrated to Canada around 2008, and before that, I was in the Middle East before moving from India. I have a marketing and customer service background, but I was always a very curious person. And I like to read a lot about holistic stuff and practice on myself and my kids and my family. And I eventually found that I'm good at this. I like to offer solutions to my friends. And now I've started up my own company, Mira, where I give consultations, courses, herbal teas. I combine Ayurveda, Reiki, and yoga therapy to actually bring back balance to the body. And the body in the Eastern system means mind, body, and spirit as well.
Yes, that is awesome. And we're going to get into more as we get along or we go along throughout the podcast episode. But before we get into the rest of the episode for today, I want to do a little fun, quick game for Mira. And it's going to be for a minute. So we're going to see how many questions she can answer in a minute. All right.
Okay.
So, are you
I didn't know I was going to be tested before I start the interview. Okay, let's go.
What's going to happen, right? All right. So we have to go really quick. Ready? What's at the top of your bucket list?
I would like to go for Ayahuasca retreat, and I want to do more courses in Ayurveda. And what else? I can't think of anything else. Maybe just go for a very, very nice long holiday after the COVID is all over.
Okay. And who's your biggest inspiration?
A lot of them, I would say one of them is Edgar Cayce, actually. He was an American psychic and he would go in a trance and you would ask him any information. So him and all the people, Buddha, Gandhi.
Nice. And what is one food you wouldn't want to give up?
Indian chai.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but you're going to tell us more about it soon. What are the 2 words to describe yourself?
Myself is curiosity and experimentation.
Oh, time. Okay, nice. So curiosity and experimentation. You know what? I am curious too. I like to find things, dig through things. And you actually went through 4 questions. So yay.
That's good. Thank you.
Nice. Woo. All right. So so why curiosity? Why did you choose curiosity as one of the...
I have always been like that. That's my nature. When I was a young child, my father would take me to the library. My favorite part was reading all those books. Why is the sky so high? Why is the volcanoes like this? Why is this water blue? This was my childhood books.
For you.
And I'm always curious. If there's some issue I will always start Googling. Google is my best friend. I don't know how I lived without it before it even existed. But yeah, Google, and I mean, if you leave me in an island, I would prefer to have Google on it. It's not anything else.
I feel like every single person, has Google as their best friend. So it's not just
It
you.
does. That's true. That's true. And it's very difficult. I find it very difficult to switch off my mind, especially at night. I'm always thinking, oh, what's the answer to this? What's the answer to this? And I wish it would stop, because once
No,
it starts, it doesn't stop.
exactly. Or when an idea just pop into your head when you're like,
Yes,
out of nowhere, you're like, wait, I'm chill, I'm
exactly.
relaxed right now.
Exactly. And
I'm
I
like,
wish sometimes the ideas would, just take a break and not bother me so much.
exactly. Yep. I've had those moments where sometimes I'm just relaxing and I'm just like, ooh, wait, that's a good idea. But then I'm like, ooh, let me grab a pen or a pencil and write that down before I forget.
Exactly. And it's usually when I'm showering or driving when you can't even write it down.
Yes, every time when I'm driving, that happens. Yes. All right. So we are going to go into the topic for today, which is emotional de-stress, the best way forward. And the first question that I'm going to throw at you is, how has Mother Nature played an influence in how we remain stress-free?
So what first we must understand that in everything that we see or perceive or feel, tangible or intangible, is produced by Mother Nature, including us.
Yeah.
And we have to understand the laws of Mother Nature to stay in balance. And that is what basically the Ayurveda and all the Eastern systems that have come out of India is really the study of Mother Nature. And the other source of information is all the science that has come out in the Western world, but their source has not been Mother Nature. It is their source was man's curiosity. But the source of all the Indian traditions, especially that came from the Vedas, is nature the way it is, and they have extracted the laws which operate, and that's why they're evergreen. I mean, it's the 21st century and they still work because
Yep.
it's not a theory that comes in and goes out that has to be proved and disproved.
Exactly.
Mother Nature has produced a way to stay in balance. You follow that, or if you don't follow it, you automatically move into imbalance. So it doesn't matter physical, mental, emotional. It's all uh, the same systems.
Yeah, it is. It's the same system. And how often should we take a walk? It's important for us to de-stress, but how often would you say it's for us to take a walk?
See, it doesn't matter how much, but nature, as you know, is outside.
Mhm.
So the best remedy is nature, and taking a walk is when you connect with the nature. So it doesn't matter, like it varies from season to what's the weather like and even your constitution.
Yeah,
But always Mother Nature is always calming and supportive, especially when there's no storm or things like that. But it never fails to relax you.
yeah,
So every person should connect with Mother Nature and walk outside as much as possible. And it should be
nice.
a lifestyle
Yeah.
for all communities.
And it relaxes your body. I mean, if you realize that you work in an office space or you work in a tight,
Exactly.
a tight, close space, and then you walk outside for that short 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and you realize how much your body just relaxes or you feel light.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's because you're getting into the rhythm. You get the oxygen. You hear the leaves rustling, the birds, and they're very rhythmic. And you
hmm,
immediately tune into that.
yeah,
You know, and when you tune into that rhythm, you start relaxing because the rhythm inside the office is not
yeah.
designed to relax you.
It's
It's
not.
actually a stressful place. Most
It is.
most closed places, unless it's a home or a yoga studio, and you can feel the difference in the energy. As soon as you enter a space, it's a calming space or an energizing space or a stressful space. So yes, every space has its energy.
It does, because I mean, we experience that every single day. Just leaving work, there's a difference.
Mhm.
And
Correct, correct.
walking in, there's a difference. Do you recommend that we exercise outdoor rather than indoor?
No, there is no such rule like that because the key exercise which emerged from India is yoga, and yoga is you can do it anywhere, outside, inside. It takes very little space. You just need a mat, and you can do it in the morning, afternoon, evening. Yoga has a rhythm,
Hmm.
and tuning into that rhythm is important. Of course, it would not be nice to do yoga in a toxic place where there's, chemicals or stuff. You need to have a clean environment.
Yeah.
But of course, doing yoga outside will make the fresh air available. But then yoga does have the power to balance you.
Yeah.
So if you can't do it outside, you can always do it inside, and both are fine.
Yeah. So there's no factor affecting both inside and outside. You can do it where
It's not the factor, it's the rhythm,
hmm.
which is the most important factor. So if you do yoga without rhythm, it's just an exercise.
Yeah.
It's just like going to the gym. But if you do yoga properly with rhythm and mindfulness, that's when you're going deep into yoga.
Hmm. Nice. I like that. I like that. Yeah. I mean, the question pretty much relate to, being intact with or surrounding. And many people might think, okay, maybe if I exercise outside more, it will be, more helpful. But there's no factor with if you're outside or inside. It's just that, it's helpful to go outside and, in our natural environment every now and then to get that. Yeah.
Well, they're two different things because yoga is a movement. You're
Mhm.
moving your body, and you're using the body rhythm of movement to balance yourself, right? Which is doesn't matter if you do it inside outside. But nature is different because nature is the producer of all the calming stuff, whether it's green grass or leaves or oxygen or the water running through the park. Or these are
Yeah.
very tranquilizing and calming elements. So they're two different things, but you can walk in nature, you can sit in nature, but nature by itself is calming.
Yes, it is.
You may do any activities there, you may even have a picnic. So even that would be actually de-stressing.
Yeah.
But it's
All
very
right.
important to connect with nature because nature is like a nutrition.
Mhm.
Just like you need your water every day or your food every day, you do need nature in whatever form.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. So we're gonna go into a breathing exercise. So you want to lead us into it?
Yeah, so I'll be doing two, right? Or
Yes.
one.
You can
Okay,
do. We could do two. Yeah.
okay. So this is a very simple exercise to actually nowadays everybody is stressed. And before you do anything, you want to sleep or you want to meditate or even to speak outside or do your work better, you can do this exercise regularly. And I will explain why it is calming. The first one is called Shaskank Asana, and you sit on your knees, um, just in a simple way. I mean, if you can't see the whole body, I've sent a picture,
Okay.
and you just go up and down and you breathe with it, like you breathe like this. Inhale, and then you exhale while going down. So it's once again inhale, exhale, touch down, and then again inhale and up. So you're just breathing gently and doing it very slowly. What happens if you do this regularly? It stretches your spine and
Nice.
separates the vertebrae, and it reduces stress. It calms your nervous system because the nervous system is running through the spine. When you're tense, your spine also gets tense. So this is one way of stretching and releasing your. This one actually produce it increases the supply of oxygen in your brain,
Hmm.
and it also helps to expel carbon dioxide better. It makes your brain more efficient. It makes you tranquil. It helps you concentrate better. All mental workers, students, office workers should regularly use this. It's kind of balances their over mental usage. It calms you. It reduces your anger. All these two exercises, between the two of them, they will reduce your stress. They will reduce your agitation, and they will reduce your anger.
Nice.
So, do you want to try it?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, just close your eyes, and I want you to tell me what you're feeling right now. How you feeling in your forehead and in your chest, just on a count of 1 to 5.
um, 2.
Okay. Now, can you hold your 2 fingers? If you just look at me for 1 second.
Okay.
Hold these 2 fingers on your forehead, and this one, the thumb for your right nostril, and the other one for your left.
Okay. Oh wait.
Okay, now close your right nostril and
Okay.
take a deep breath in. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Hold. Now release. Om 1 with the other one. Release from the other one.
Okay.
Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Then now again from the right, breathe in. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Hold. Then release from the left one. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3. Now we're going to try one more time. If you can hold your position, and I won't say Om, I'll just say 1, 2, 3, hold,
Okay.
and then exhale. Now try again. I'll give you 2 breaths, and then we'll see how you're feeling, okay?
Okay.
Start one more time.
All right.
Yeah? Close your right nostril, breathe in from your left. 1, 2, 3, hold. Close your left nostril, breathe out from your right.
Wait.
Yes.
And then breathe out from the right.
1, 2, 3. And now breathe in from your right. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Now breathe out from your left. 1, 2, 3. Once more. Breathe in from your left. Hold. Breathe out from your right. Breathe in from your right. Hold. Breathe out from your left. This completes one round.
That feels good.
And now tell me, close your eyes and tell me once again how you're feeling from 1 to 5. In your
5 is
chest.
highest or
Yeah, highest.
highest? Okay. Then 5.
You are feeling 5 already in 2 breaths?
Yes.
Well, I was expecting a 3 or a 4. I don't know what you'll do. You'll have to go above 5 when you do for 5 or 10 minutes, But you see how relaxing it is?
It is relaxing.
Anybody who does this every day for 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, within several weeks, they will notice that they have actually dropped their stress levels.
Nice.
Yeah.
So with the left and the right, so they have to hold. So when they're breathing out, they remove from the right and breathe out through the left, and then
Yes.
the other way around. Okay.
But we don't need to press too hard. We just want to do it very gently. There's no forceful breathing. You're not working too hard. It's just a very slow, natural breathing. So the purpose of this breathing is to bring rhythm back to your body, because we have the left side and the right side, and one side might be more overworked than the other side. So doing this breathing brings the both into balance, and when they're in balance, then your body and your mind both feel balanced as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. All right. So we're going to get back into some more questions for you.
Right.
How does the body constitute and how does it relate to stress?
So as I said, we have the left and right side. Actually, there are 5 elements: space, air, fire, water, earth. This is how we are composed of. That's what Mother Nature uses to make everything in the universe. And the two sides are fire and water, like male and female. So sun is fire and moon is water. Day is fire and night is water. So when these two are in balance, they're opposite, right?
Yeah.
So when you're breathing, you breathe out, that's fire. When you release, it's water.
Mhm.
So they both work together like a car, brake and accelerator. Now, if you only have the brake, the car won't move. Or if you have only acceleration, the car won't stop. So stress is always accelerating and not stopping.
Yeah.
And break is depression, is that you're unable to move, you're not motivated, you're lethargic, you don't have enough fire. So stress is either of these two are in imbalance, and a non-stressed state is when these two are in balance.
Mhm.
So your body has to be in balance through your digestive system. Your mind has to be in balance through mindful activities and sleeping properly. And once the mind and body are in balance, then your spirit also starts becoming more balanced.
That is good. That is good right there. All right. And how does lifestyle deals with stress? How does our lifestyle constitute to
So,
stress?
so you have each of us have only two choices: either to be in balance or imbalance. But most of the people are in balance because of the way we treat our body, the fast lifestyle we have, too much internet, too much TV, too much moving around, junk food, and not enough exercise. So all of this will, if you had a perfect lifestyle, you would always be in balance. Once you're in imbalance, you will start getting disorders. You will gain weight or lose excessive weight. You'll have burnout. You'll have stress. You'll have diseases. You'll have high blood pressure. You'll have diabetes. You'll have heart issues and depression or mental issues. This is all signs of imbalance.
Imbalance, yeah. And
So,
how do we
lifestyle.
go ahead?
So we can use lifestyle as a tool to bring back balance. So if you're got excessive weight, you need to you tone down your diet.
Yeah.
But also, if you have anger, you need to have more cooling foods. Or if you have acid reflux, you need more cooling foods. So the diet will matter. Again, if you're burnt out and having stress in office and you're working excessively and watching media excessively, you will not be able to relax.
Not be able to.
So cutting back and sleeping on time is one way to bring back balance. So this is what I mean by lifestyle.
Nice. And we talked about rhythm earlier and how it's very good with, yoga and extra, like exercising in general. We need that rhythm. So, what are the rhythm of natures that are important to us?
So the rhythm of nature is that the moon and sun or the fire and water element should be in balance, right? So if you're breathing in a proper manner, then your rhythm is okay. If you are breathing short or agitated during when your emotions are agitated, your breathing becomes short. So that is now imbalanced rhythm, right? If you are too slow or there's a rhythm inside the body, the circulation system of the body, right? There's blood always circulating inside your body. The lymph is also circulating. So if you're too slow and sluggish, it's not going to be moving. Then it affects your elimination system. So this is rhythm. So if it's too slow, you have to jack it up, right? Like people who are depressed, overweight, or just procrastinating, they need a push to invigorate themselves. But people who are overworked,
Yeah.
people who are exercising too much, they need the opposite. They need to cut back and relax.
Yes, they need
So
to.
the rhythm is too much or too little, but there is a middle zone which is perfect for everyone actually.
I like that. I like the middle zone that is perfect for everyone, that we can, find that zone for our own selves and work towards it. So,
Exactly.
we're going to get into, because I know you have a quiz that we can take, right?
Yes,
Talk
correct.
about that to help us to understand what we can go through. Yeah.
So basically, Ayurveda works with three basic constitutions, which is they are formed from the five elements, as I explained to you. So there are three constitutions. The first one is Vata. They are more light. They're made of. They have an excess of space and air. So they're usually very thin people. They're very fidgety. They are very. Actually, curiosity is one of the hallmarks of people who are Vata.
Yeah.
So they quick, they're very quick, but they also deplete very quickly.
Yeah.
So they are the ones who should not do excessive exercise at all.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go through the quiz, we can find out through your habits, your body constitution, the size of your body, the way your eyes and hair and teeth and everything is, that how much of what you have in your body. Now the next one is the pitta ones. They are made of fire and water. They're the ones who are go, go, go. They like to be leaders. They want to succeed. They want to be at the top of their class. They are the firemen,
Mm-hmm.
the policemen, because they're action. But they're also the ones who would all easily get burnt out because they're over pushing. And then you have the third one, which is kapha, which is made of water and earth. Now these people are very loyal and steady, and slow, but they're very firm. They're supportive of the community. So, but they are easily susceptible to overweight, to depression, to diabetes, because they have a lot of these forces, earth and water within them. So they need to jack it up. But we're all a combination of these three. So we might not be a pure vata or a pure kapha or a pure pitta, but we have some major influences. And what happens is that you use the quiz to find out where is your original constitution and how much you have moved away from it, how much imbalance you have. And then you use lifestyle to bring back your balance. So that is the reason the quiz is used.
Nice. And then we can find the quiz on your website, right?
Correct. Yes, it
So,
is under free stuff.
yes. And I will also put a link to the quiz on the description. So if you want to take that quiz, then you will have the choice to do that. So also go into what healing has to do with, being de-stressed, because many times when we're going through our own, personal issues, how does, the de-stress part of it, help us to get over that issue and heal us from whatever major problems we're going through?
So stress is actually, you have subjected your body or emotions to more pressure than you can handle, right? So if you're lifting a weight, there is some weights you can comfortably lift. Now you keep increasing the weight, you can still with extra effort do that. But there will come a point where you cannot lift the weight. And that creates stress on your body. Now, if you do excessive stress, you can even break your bones or something like that, right? So there is a point where the body cannot cope. And when you cross that point, it's stress. And when it's excessive and chronic, the wear and tear on your body and emotions is very high. So if you're always living in an angry atmosphere, you're always angry from inside, you're always worried. So you're always in a chronic state of agitation. And then it's hard for you to relax. When you are not feeling anger, worry, depression, what are you feeling?
You're not feeling anything.
Then
You're
what are you feeling?
inside.
Exactly. And that is balance, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's not normal to always be agitated
Yeah,
unless you're always in a stressful environment.
that's true. Yeah.
So you have to, sometimes you can change the outside environment to suit you, but sometimes you cannot. Then you have to change things inside you so that you can cope better with the outside. Because the feelings are inside us. It's true the stimulation might come out from outside, the triggers may come up from outside, but the feelings are carried inside us. Anger, worry, stress, depression, irritability, these are carried inside us.
Mhm.
And there are ways to change the environment inside us, the
Yes.
emotional environment.
So we
So
first
that's
have
also
to,
a part of lifestyle therapy. Yes.
so we first have to learn how to deal with what's going on. Find a balance before we can start the healing process. So
So
before we
first
can.
of all, you need to know how much you are out of balance
Mhm.
and where you are out of balance. Is it more mental? Is it more physical? Is it a combination? And once you found that, then you can find the various steps to tailor and customize your healing process or
Yeah.
lifestyle process. And if you have a good lifestyle, you will eventually start reducing the gap between balance and imbalance. And it will make you feel emotionally better. It will make your body feel better. It will make your mind feel better.
Be much
It's
better.
not an easy thing to do,
Yeah.
but it is the best way to keep the balance.
Nice. So definitely take that quiz so you can find your balance, find if you're off or if you need to get back in balance so that you can, start your healing process. The year itself has just started. Well, we're in May, the fifth month of the year, but so many things happened last year that many of us have not started a healing process over, or we haven't grasped the whole 2020 as yet. We haven't.
Exactly.
So if you're going through, a hard time and you're trying to, get to that healing stage, find where you need to find that balance, where you need to find, some, comfort healing. Take the quiz and learn what you need to do. So, did you have one more breathing exercise for us? Or was it like another exercise?
There is one more actually, if you want to do it. There, it's called Brahmi. Brahmi means the noise of the bee. It's also very relaxing for the skull.
Okay.
And you can just close your ears and all your everything. Like it's like close your nose and everything, your eyes, and then you do a humming sound, and it's like this. So your lips are a little loose and you make a humming sound, and it's very relaxing to the whole brain. It's very nice to do this and alternate nostril breathing at night just before you sleep, and it distresses. It just relaxes your head space and helps you sleep better. If you have a lot of people have difficulty sleeping just because they're anxious or agitated or stressed or just have bad sleeping habits, or they've been stimulated with coffee or too much TV, and they
Yeah,
find it hard to sleep.
you do it.
But if you did it with synergy and a lot of things like herbs and lifestyle, then of course it would be much more powerful. But even a regular practice of these two breathing techniques will make a difference. It's everything is plus plus. So if you just do this, it's good. But if you add on to it, it's even better.
It's even better. Yes, I love this one actually. The other,
It's fun actually.
yes. The
It
other
is very
exercise was a
relaxing.
little harder with the nose. I was just like, okay. But this one, actually, I was just like, okay, we could keep doing this one.
Yeah, it's fun. It's actually very
It is
soothing.
fun. So before we go, share something, one thing you want to share with us before we go. Anything you have coming up, any courses you have coming up that someone could join, be a part of, you can go ahead and share that.
Okay, so I do consultations online. So anybody who wants to find out about how much, where they're imbalanced and how to bring back their um,
Yeah.
through lifestyle, emotional de-stress, it's called. So you can make your life a little bit more comfortable for you. And also, there's an online course. It's on my website. It's called De-stress course. It's a 7-day challenge. It teaches you some of the tools to de-stress, and then it gives you a challenge to do over 7 days. And after the 7 days, you should be able to have a good hang on able to de-stress. And you can do that anytime. I was hoping when the COVID is over, I'll start some cooking classes and everything. But in the meantime, I'm there
Yeah,
online.
yeah.
And I
It's a
have my
new way.
podcast as well, where I put up a lot of content to explain everything around body, mind, and spiritual stuff. It's called Zen Time with Goddess of Healing.
So definitely go find her. She's everywhere. You listen to a podcast. And I enjoy this. I'm relaxed right now. Like, I
Really?
feel so relaxed right now. So thank you so much for sharing and for coming on, because guess what? We all need to de-stress. We all need to relax. And this is the
Exactly.
best way to do it. So if you want to de-stress, or if you want to find out, what you need to do, definitely Myra is here and she's here to help you. So thank you so
Thank you
much for
so
being a
much.
part of For Change People.
Thank you for having me and have a great evening.
You too. Bye.